I wanted to take a moment to show you how to finish off your portfolio for the final project in our class. As you've been working throughout the semester, you've done several different things, including the reflective journals, your projects, and now you're going to be asked to create one final page for your portfolio, which will be a philosophy on your teaching ideas for using technology. So as you go through and you start compiling the resources for this final portfolio, a couple things that I want to make sure. When I go to your reflective journal page, I should see that you have the 4 different reflective journals that we've done throughout the semester. So they should be here in the blog format that you've kind of created, hopefully several weeks ago. When I go to your projects page, up to this point this page has been blank, but now I'd like you to include the 2 projects that we did throughout the semester as well as the lesson plan. So you should have your lit trip as well as your vocabulary assignment. Let's just show you how I want you to pull these things in and put them on your page. You're going to be using the elements across the top of your screen in order to pull your assignment together. So the first thing that I'd suggest is grabbing this paragraph with a title. So we can come in and then click that our first thing is project number 2, and maybe you're going to put that it's your Google Lit Trip. And then you can use the paragraph to describe this. Whoops. You'll just type in the things that you want to include as far as what you want to say about the book that you used for your lit trip. Now it's time to actually pull in the lit trip itself. You'll find this on the multimedia tab going on the left hand side. And there's the option for a file. So we'll just grab that element and pull it down into our project. In order to upload your Google Lit Trip, you need to click on the file, and then you'll see that in the properties bar it gives you an upload new file option. So then I can just browse out and I can find my file and I can open that. Okay, so once I get that in here, one suggestion that I have is, again, if you go up into your tabs, to click on the tab that's the More tab and use the little divider as an element that can break up your different projects. I think that's a nice clean look as a way to kind of divide your projects from one another. Now I'll go back to the Basic tab and start with the second one. So the second one should be our Prezi project. So you can come in and put in project number 3, and this was the vocabulary chart. Now, the Prezi that you made doesn't have a download option that's very easy for you to upload here. Rather, what I'd like you to do is to go into Prezi and copy the link that you have from your Prezi. Let's just go in here and grab Prezi real quick. So I'll upload my Prezi just by coming in. Here's the Prezi that I made. When I click into it, if you hit the share option, it should give you a link for your Prezi. So you can just copy that and bring that back into Weebly for our actual assignment. So you can see here when I go into this area, again, I'll type a little bit about this project. And then after I type a little bit, I'll just hit the return key and put in the name of my Prezi. So this was diphthongs and digraphs. And in order to link the Prezi to this, I'll just highlight that text and I'll come up and use the link option. And I'll paste that in there. And you can see that that will save my project 3. The same thing is true if you want to use your UEN lesson plan. When you log in UEN lesson plan tool, you'll just come to uen.org and you can log in to the lesson plan tool. Okay, this is something you just barely did. So once you get logged in here, you should see a list of all of the different lesson plans that you've created. Probably most of you've only created one. In order to get the link for it, you click on the preview button. And this will provide you with the URL that you'll need. If you'll just copy that, you can then bring that back into Weebly, and we can use that for our last one. So again, I'm going to first just pull down a little divider line, and then I'll do project 3. excuse me, this isn't project 3, this is the lesson plan. Okay, and now I'll just paste that lesson in. So this lesson was on, we'll just say it was on the same thing, diphthongs and digraphs. So again, just like before, highlight the text that you want to turn into a link, go up to the properties bar, and then paste in that link under website URL. And you'll have all the elements to your projects page in your portfolio. The last thing that you're being asked to do is to create a new page, which is called Philosophy of Technology and Education. So if you'll go up to the Pages tab, click Add Page, and then put that in. Helps if you type it right. Okay, and then we'll create that page. So on this, it's a one-page document in which I want you to outline some of the things that you've learned in this class and how you plan to incorporate that into your language arts classroom. Once you've got that all done, you should be ready to submit your final portfolio. Click the Publish button up in the top right corner, and be sure to give me the proper URL. Remember, it's the URL that shows up when you've published your website. It should have yoursitename.weebly.com. I hope this has been useful for you and helps you get your final assignment completed. If you have any questions, feel free to shoot me an email. Thanks, you guys.